Hello, everybody, and welcome to season 4 here at Simcade. I'll tell you what, it's been a long time coming. It's only been a week. I'm joined by Ninja, who is going to be my partner throughout the whole season, which is fantastic to hear. God rest his soul, Simi, I know you're not dead, but he is now in charge of sorting out all the lobbies and drivers briefing, so we're keeping him busy. And he's been promoted to temporary admin or full-time admin whilst our beloved Mitch is away in the Falkland Islands.
I suppose it's one of those things. We'll see when he gets back.
We'll see how Simi does. We're watching you, Simi. It's fantastic to be back. Ninja, how are you feeling ahead of this season?
Yeah, I'm a little bit excited about it. We haven't done this in a while because of external things, but it's nice to be back doing commentary for a full season. Back to where we wanted to be, so I'm happy.
And from what we gather, we do have a full grid, right? I'm right to believe that.
As far it was 18 earlier.
Okay.
If Mantis and August join, we'll have full 20.
Full grid. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah,
but also exciting. I can't believe it's taken. Well, this has been the best part of a year trying to get a full grid.
Yeah.
And obviously, also, we're not just doing this, we are doing ACC and GT7. So we obviously mix it up a bit. We're not just fully committed to F1. We do have other.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we have.
But as for Thursday nights, they are locked in. They are F1 nights. And you're going to have to put up with me and Ninja for the next 11 weeks with a week's break. So it'll be 11 weeks.
Yeah.
With a full race calendar. Would you like to run through the calendar? Because I don't have it up.
We have. Once I get the info. There we go. So we have Bahrain tonight, of course. Next week is Australia. Then with Barcelona, Canada, Silverstone. And then we have our season break. And then we return with Spa, Monza, Suzuka, Miami, and Abu Dhabi. So Miami's quite late in the calendar. It's usually early on the calendar, but it's Miami.
We like to mix it up here at Simcade, don't we?
Yeah.
We don't like
that'll
to do
take us
things by
up
the book.
to the 15th of December, and then we'll be off over Christmas then.
So we are going to take a long sabbatical over Christmas, right?
Well, not really. I think it just works out of the same 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's absolutely brilliant. So don't forget, every Thursday, apart from one where we do have a week's break, we are here racing. Hopefully with a full 20 grids. Now, we have mixed it up this year. We have gone back to the old system of having teams. So each driver is paired with another driver. It was top pool, bottom pool, mixed together. And to be fair, what came out of last week's Spinning Wheel of Fortune, there were some fantastic teams. Some teams to definitely look out for.
Definitely.
We have our reigning 3-time world champion back on the grid with new competition. He's got some pretty wicked competition. Is it Mans?
Mans is here.
Yeah. We've got some
Dangerous Dodo.
Yeah, Dangerous Dodo. We do have some Xbox and PC users now joining us, and we have the likes of Fenton and V2, who are obviously our respective Gran Turismo 7 champions current. That are learning the game. So throughout this season, we could see them progressing into some pretty decent fixtures, I think, up the top end of the grid. Fantastic. Right, I'm just going to share my little story before we go on to the track guide. So I found out some horrible news at work the other day that somebody had taken their own life. It was a male. This is not a military person, but... And I know that's something at Simcade that we do sort of sway towards. In the last season, we did do Mind, which is general mental health. This year, we are focusing on Combat Stress, which is a veterans' mental health charity. But he took his own life because of the pressure and the stresses that he was under from home life, moving to a different country, work life. Everything just got too much for him. Now, what I'm trying to get at really here is don't be silent. You can reach out and talk to somebody. There are fantastic charities, organisations, your doctors, friends, anybody. Just don't suffer in silence. Get out there and seek advice and don't ever feel like you're on your own. because I spoke to a couple of people at work and I just said, look, if anybody needs anybody, come and speak to me. I've done 12 years in the Air Force. I've been doing this with Ninja for the best part of 2-3 years together, and we're always here, day and night. So don't be silent. Anyway, that's what I'd like to say. So should we get some racing, shall we?
I think we can get some racing, but like you said, it's good to talk to people. I don't know. I think men are more likely not to talk to people.
Yeah,
because it feels like a weakness or something like that there. But I do think it's like one of the strongest thing you can do is actually going and talking to someone.
Definitely.
So
100% agree. Right then, should we follow Crofty for some track guys around Bahrain?
Let's go.
Okay, here we go, everybody. See you soon.
It's race day and our drivers are all out on the grid performing their final checks before we get underway here at the Bahrain International Circuit. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10.
Well, thank you very much for that, Crofty.
Yeah,
and as you can,
we'll set the royalties over later.
Yeah, and as everybody can see, we are just about to hit into qualifying, and we can confirm we have a full grid of 20 cars. This is going to be exciting.
Yes,
I think this is the first time in a long time that we've had a full grid.
I think so. I do think so. Yeah. Just to go down the teams, like we do have Footy and Simi in the Red Bull.
Yes, we do.
Golden Flame and Robert Knight in the Mercedes, Gibbo and Lance in the Ferrari, Jack and Mikey in the McLaren, Dangerous Dodo and Cody in the Alpine. Cameron is got these weird shifts where he's like on days one week and then twilight the next week. So he's only going to be able to make half the season. But that gives an opportunity for like reserve drivers to take the place. So I think who's in tonight instead of Cameron? Stevie Mack.
Yep.
This will be the first time Stevie will be joining us, thanks to crossplay.
Yeah, nice. A nice Xbox user there that we've got him.
Yeah, so he'll be joining F2. F2 we know from Gran Turismo can be quite quick. I don't think he's up to speed just yet on F1, but he's definitely getting there.
Well, it's funny you should say that. He is just the first one to hit the track in the AlphaTauri.
There you go. He's keen.
He's keen.
I think probably the strongest team that we do have is Cornish and Barenko in the Aston Martin. Barenko is quick, but he's very inconsistent. So if he works in that this year, I think Aston Martin could be up there at the top towards the end of the season. And then with Mans and Rob in the Williams, Mantis and August in the Alfa Romeo, and then TG and Golf Maniac in the Haas. And I think all of them are there, so we've only actually had one driver not be here tonight, which is quite impressive.
That is, and it's taken a big push this season. We have not laid down an ultimatum, but the amount of effort the admins have been putting in, it is about time that we started seeing people hit the track, and they've responded fantastically.
Yeah, definitely have.
And that's not just through the F1 season, that is multiple. That's everything. Everybody's making a big push to make this season the biggest and best that it's been, and we're all going to carry on from this.
Yeah.
As we watch V2 start a flying lap. I'll put up the menu again. I took it away, sorry. I'll sort out all the details.
Overlays.
Yeah, no, I've just put the telemetry and lap data, so we know exactly how fast it's going.
I get that up myself. Like I said to you, my triangle button's a bit sticky.
It's a bit annoying that you can... I want the menu thing to disappear, but you can't get the menu thing to disappear nicely.
What, pressing triangle twice?
No, I don't want the cars bits to go away. Times I want it to be... would like it to be a bit further over to the left. But I think that's just a personal preference when it comes to F1's layout.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you.
So I myself have been dabbling in a bit of Photoshop and making some new stats this year. We're big on stats this year, aren't we, Ninja?
Yes.
So we are going to be keeping an eye on what these guys are doing and how they're doing it and how they're improving throughout the season. And we will be putting them head-to-head against their own teammates to see who's qualifying, race positions, and more points for the team. Whoa, as V2 takes a spin. Don't think he's going to be able to. He has just managed to keep that going in a straight line. No damage, luckily. I think it's just the start in sector 3. As you're coming up the hill. Just gets too much on the power. So again, you can still see that he's just struggling with the traction of the car. And there's another car around as well. There is a Haas around at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, just a turn 2.
As Gibbo set the fastest lap at the moment, the 1:28.9. That's not a bad start.
No.
Very competitive.
That's spun. That was Golf Maniac.
Right, okay, yep. He is PC user, I believe, rightly?
Yeah, he's PC. Yeah.
He will be joining us for ACC.
Yes, he will. I'm going to move my mic over here. Hopefully it's still fine.
Okay. So as August has retired from the session and Cody has been in and out of the session, not quite sure what that's all about.
Yeah, I think Cody's getting desync.
Right, okay.
So, bring them in now.
The next person to cross the line is going to be Rob. We do have Rob and Cody back for their second season. Second or third season?
Yes. Yeah, second.
There's a car stopped on the line. There's a lot of issues there. There was a Haas that I think is August is out of the session. Is that a Haas or was it Alfa Romeo?
August is out in the Ferrari. A beautiful Ferrari with a nice yellow 75th anniversary.
Well, somebody smashed a car on the pit straight.
That must have been August then. But it's a bit strange. No, wait.
So Fenton and Gibbo and then the Ferraris.
Oh, wait. August is in the Alfa Romeo. That's it.
August has lost it on the start-finish line.
Yeah.
And there's yellow flag sector 3, but that just looks like, in sector 1, that looks like somebody's just letting somebody by.
Yeah, I think Stevie's just letting one of the Red Bulls.
I think.
Yeah, he let Footy through, yeah.
We have a new name as well. Somebody has changed their name.
We have Damantis.
Damantis.
He's no longer from Cornwall.
Oh.
He's just Damantis now. So, which is fine because we've been calling him Mantis now for ages, so.
Yep. We did explicit instructions to call him Mantis.
Yeah.
So as cars now start to set the laps, what we have noticed at the back end of last season, coming into this season, is the gap between front and back is starting to get a lot closer.
It is. It's one of the things we were talking about a few times, or it's like, it used to be about 6-7 seconds.
Yep.
For first to last, but it is down now to just a few seconds. Although the 37 seconds behind there by Golden Flames is kind of making us out to be liars here, but I don't think we are. He just needs to get a better time. Because Golden is actually one of the front runners, I'd say.
Yep.
So
your ones to look out for at the top end of the grid are obviously Dangerous Dodo, Gibbo, Cornish, Footy, Mantis. Likes to the likes of August up there as well, with possibilities of Barenko, and then your midfield is probably going to be consisted of around about the rest. To be fair, I think everybody's sort of on par with each other.
yeah,
As I think Cornish is on a lap, he'll be definitely one to look out for, as he's just about to cross the line. See if he can improve. He backs off into the pits. Very good. Commentator's curse there. Curse myself.
I think he already did set a time, so this is probably just his in lap.
Yep.
9/10 down. That's not like Cornish.
So optimal laps around here, I think you do want to be looking the low 128s. If somebody's pushing the 27s, then they are absolutely on fire.
We were doing a bit of testing earlier, and Someone did hit. Baranka was in the low 127s.
Yeah. So it can be done. I think that will be the group's limit. I reckon is the 27s.
Yeah.
But again, competitive times. Look at all the people that are in the 130s. There's about a group of 5 or 6 cars there. Mantis, Barenko, Stevie, Jack, Golf Maniac, all within a second. All within 7/10, really.
It's just this whole little midfield battle. You'll get the fast guys running away at the front, and they'll be fighting for the Drivers' Championship. But it's this midfield battle that'll really decide
the Constructors' Championship.
The Constructors' Championship, really. So,
I think it is going to be the spiciest season that we have produced.
Yeah.
If we can keep up 20 cars in a track, God help us, 1, and 2, it's just going to be spicy. There is going to be some serious competition, some serious battles on track.
There definitely is. As a lot of the drivers are in the pit now, this is a good time to get out and get a lap in. We've got Fenton very slow. Just in an in lap.
Just on board with Fenton at the moment. I think he's either in an in lap or in an out lap. It looks like he's going to dive to the right. No, he's going to do another lap. So that must have been an out lap.
Double push, maybe.
He is finding his feet with this game. And I would say that he's finding it a bit harder than what he would in GT. It's probably not come as natural to him, but we do have to remember these cars are a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Pushing a lot more downforce than some of the cars in GT. And it's overall a more realistic version of Formula 1, where obviously we do know that Formula 1 is in GT, but it's not as realistic, I don't feel.
No, it's what is the Super Formula or something they got there, which is, I think, the Japanese series.
Yep.
Yeah.
So word from Core is that Dodo apparently won both the tri-service and the trials. So he is going to be fast, as he slightly improves on his time, I think by a couple hundredths of a second there. So I don't think Cornish is going to have this year as easy as he thinks. But we all like competition. I think he's walked away with it a couple of times too many over the seasons. It's nice to see a bit of competition, as Fenton is 7/10 down on the leader, I think, at that time. Or is it 7/10 off his own time?
That'll probably be his own time. So I think because he's gone for a double push, the tyres have gone off. Because normally it'll say outlap if they're on their outlap.
We'll see as he crosses the line here. He does improve by 8/10, just move up into P11, so he was on a faster lap. So he must have made a lot of time up at the end there on the lap. So we've got Cornish just about to start a lap, if not already started, as he's coming up to turn 4. So he has already started the line wide open DRS. As he's as far over to the left-hand side there as possible, straighten the car out. Not to hit too many of these curbs. Yeah, these curbs on this track, I think it's one of the worst for curbs.
I think it depends on your setup. Because some of them I don't mind. But this one that he's coming down now, what is this? Turn 9?
You can beach the car here, can't you? If you get too much on that, it's strange, and it slides across it. And even if you go slightly wider as the yellow flags up into turn 1, I think that is just cars passing.
Yeah, I think someone came out of the pit there, one of the Haas's.
Yeah.
So...
whilst we're here then, and I know it's not quietening down on track because there's 20 cars on track for 18 minutes. As Cornish there does set a purple middle sector.
He's a second up.
This is going to be a race to the line here. Yeah. He has got a bit of traffic in front of him. Is it a Williams in front of him? Might just be okay.
I think he might even gain from this a bit of slipstream.
So hits the DRS line wide open. Let's see what he can get. He does a 128.1.
There's not much in that one.
This is absolutely fantastic.
No, it is one of those things where it's like over the last few seasons where we had drivers just retire at the start of the qualifying.
Yep.
Because they want to do this, whole last the first challenge. That's going to be impossible now when you've got drivers like Cornish and Dodo and Mans. Like you're not going to get to the front of the grid. by the time you get there, you'll be like 20 seconds behind.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I have had the pleasure to race along every single one of these people on the track, and they're all hard racers.
Yeah.
They are. Some people do sometimes lose a lack of concentration, but honestly, I would trust every single one of them driving next to them. Back end of last season, I did have a little tussle fight with Mans and Rosa, Footy, Cornish. You know, they're all fantastic drivers, and I think it's nice to ramp up the competition.
Yeah.
Even you, Gibbo. Many times have I driven side by side with you. Maybe not August. No, August is... no, I have F2. I have very fond moments of F2 with August. He's not as consistent as the other ones. He does like a spin or two, does August, and so does Footy.
I think August just really hasn't put as much time in this year. Into this year's game, you know? Yeah. You know, but he was very quick in 21.
I think we're all feeling a bit like that at the moment.
Yeah.
Time is such a concept, but nobody has enough of it.
Well, that's it.
As
it's
it
all limited
looks...
supply. I'm just watching Mikey here go around.
I'll go on board with Mikey. Let's do it.
Mikey is... He's not, you know, a front runner, but he's very consistent. And he's one of those drivers you'd like in your team because he will consistently finish a race.
Yeah.
And the more races you finish, the higher chance you're going to grab points.
Ooh,
that's
an
alternative to 9.
He was 2/10 up there, but I think it's going to abandon that lap. But it hasn't invalidated, though.
No, that's very strange.
As he has run out of ERS, though.
Yeah. I think he went so far off track, the game was like, yeah, he's not getting any time there.
Mikey is a top 10 finisher. He is, but it's his consistency, his perseverance. He's there.
Yeah, definitely.
And it fills a grid. And he's always a welcome person when it comes to filling the grid, as Mikey. He's always been there from the minute one. Not in many incidents. Team player.
Yeah.
And now that we're back to teams, partnered with Jack, that's another good, like, points are going to come for that team, I think.
Yeah. And this is another driver that's really improved over the last couple of seasons is Jack.
Yep.
He's really pushed himself, which is nice to see. So he'll be happy, I think, with Mikey and his team. I'm just looking down these times. They're so close.
So I would say from Mans down, we're all within. Mans up until Golf, all within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But your 130 runners are from 8th to 14th.
Yeah. It's so close.
It is. It looks like the top 3, 4, 5, I'd say, quite, with chucking August in there as well.
Yeah. The only issue is when there's loads of people in a lobby, I think we do get a bit more desync, and we don't really have much control over that. So we will see people drop in and out, and hopefully they can get back in again.
As Jack does put himself into the 129.8. Sorry to interrupt you there.
No, you're alright. So yeah, Jack up into top 8 now.
Yep.
That's a good lap from Jack.
So it looks to me like the cutoff is sort of Golden Flames time to get into the top 10.
Yeah.
I know we don't do the whole 3 sessions here. If we did, I think it'd be way too close.
I think, yeah, you need to be quicker in 130 to be top 10.
Yep.
I think that's where it is now, so...
And there's 1,000th of a second between Mantis and Golf. Have you seen that?
Is there?
Yeah.
Where's Mantis? Oh, yeah. It was pretty idiot at that. What's that? That's...
You can't even blink.
I don't think you can even blink.
No.
That quick?
No.
Oh, no, so...
That is very fast. As Cornish has still got the fastest lap. Dodo is just 0.003 of a second down on that lap. So they are definitely pushing for that top spot. There is some very There is going to be some tasty battles between the two.
There's a lot of drivers out on track for this ending to this session. I'm on board with Golden Flame here at the minute. I think he's going to be quick here.
We're just on board with Gibbo as he's just about to start a second push lap. Because it's 13 seconds down on that lap.
Yeah, Golden Flame, top 4. So Golden Flame's definitely improved there.
Yep.
He'll be happy with that.
So the people whose times, the people whose times are locked in there at the moment is Jax, Golf, Rob, Simu's in the pits, Tom, who's just finished the lap, Lance is in the pits as well, Robert Knight, Mikey, Cody, and August is obviously out of the session. Mans has just crossed the line at 128.6 as we still are on board with Gibbo as he's just started Sector 2.
Yeah, oh, there we go. Cornish fastest lap, 128.057.
Was
a bit quicker.
Gibbo does go wide, coming down the back straight.
Yeah.
We'll just see as he crosses the line.
Simu with a solid time there in 12th.
Definitely.
2 seconds down.
So Gibbo looks like he is just about matching his other times. He's 400ths of a second behind. So we'll just watch him as he crosses the line. I think he's the last person to be setting a competitive lap, apart from maybe V2. I don't know where he is on the track.
Yeah, Golden Flame's well down, I think, so... But there is still a few more coming. Will Gibbo improve?
He does, and he just pushed himself up to P4, drops down Footy and Golden Flame. So that there was must have made up a lot of time in the last sector, but again, with them all being so close, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Golden Flame crosses the line. He's not going to improve. Is that everyone?
I think that is everybody that's crossed the line. So there we have it, everybody. Cornish has managed to pull out a 3/10 gap from P2 in qualifying with a 128.0.
That's impressive.
Very.
Ooh.
I don't think you're going to see many laps like that.
No.
So we'll just run through the order really quickly then. We have Cornish in P1, Dangerous Dodo P2, Mans P3, Gibbo, Footy, Golden Flames, Stevie Mac, Jack, Barenko and Mantis round up the top 10 with Golf Maniac, Simi, Rob, V2, as I go down the list, Tom, Fenton, Robert Knight, Mikey, Cody and August, who did not set a lap. That rounds up a full grid of 20. I think we should start up some racing, even though I can't select go. Just have to wait for everybody else to do some racing. That was a fantastic qualifying. Exciting.
That was very hard to keep up with.
It was.
A lot of people. You know, I do say Crofty probably gets it a bit easier because there's only 10 with the final session, whereas we had 20. So.
Wouldn't you just like to be Crofty though?
Crofty gets a bad press sometimes, but I do quite like listening to Crofty doing the commentary, especially Brundle.
Yep.
I think they work really well together.
Turn 1, we might see some torpedoes from the midfield. I think everybody's going to be very cautious at the beginning, I'd like to say.
Hopefully. It is first race of the season.
Get the
ambulances. It's a long season.
Get the ambulances on standby.
But this is good to see.
100%.
Yeah. So wait for the countdown. Drivers sorting out their tires. I was in the practice session earlier that we were doing.
Yep.
It is looking like a one-stop with the medium hards.
Okay.
I don't think medium soft will do the full race because the mediums went off at about lap 15. I think it was 29 lap race, 14 laps on the softs. Not really plausible.
Starts off the formation lap. It looks like Dangerous Dodo wants to get a move on there.
Yeah. Everyone either on medium or hard, so...
Let's have a look down the tyre choices, shall we?
It's interesting.
Tyres. So at the front, Cornish on set of hards. And then we've got mediums for Dodo and Mans. Hards for Gibbo. So it looks like they're going for the slow at the start, fast at the end. As long as they can keep up the pace at the beginning and not lose enough time.
Yeah.
I don't think track position here is as much as a key as everything else. It's a very wide circuit with a lot of runoff.
Yeah.
So I believe holding back in that P2, making sure you're still in that window, should be okay for the fast. When you got less fuel, less weight in the car, then medium tyres will last longer and they'll be sitting pretty for a lot longer than the hard tyres.
Yeah. Just to point out that the safety car is unreduced.
Okay.
Because we've had issues in the past few races where the safety car just comes out with any bit of debris and it's like, oh, safety car is like, wait, what? Bit of his wing went off. You know, we don't need a safety car for that. So it's unreduced, so the chances of a safety car is probably smaller, but, you know, to quote Morism, you know, it's like anything could happen, and it usually does.
I think we'd probably like to be inclined to see more virtual safety cars with it unreduced, I believe.
Yeah, which I don't mind. You know, it slows down the pack, gets everyone back into, bring the adrenaline level down a little bit.
Yep.
And get back to racing as quickly as possible. Because no one wants to sit behind a safety car all race.
No, definitely not. No. It's nice to see that we do have quite a mixture of cars at the top of the grid as well. We have, basically, I'd say, as your top tier drivers that got put in the top pool have ended up at the top, apart from August.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the top 10 is all different cars, aren't they?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Well, you have the two Aston Martins in the top 10.
Apart from the Aston Martins, but yeah, that worked out okay,
Yeah.
I think.
So there we go. The predicted strategy there is a medium hard or hard medium. However, anybody would like to play that. As they all start lining up, Footy disqualified from the session. With Golf Maniac as well.
Oh, they
Amber
probably
Inco.
missed their
Oh,
box.
yes, the box, yeah. I wish that didn't come up. I think that is irrelevant for the streaming element side of it.
Yeah.
As we wait for start of the grid. Can I have a better camera angle than that, please? I don't think I'm going to get one. And we are away for season 1. I can't see down the back of the grid, but it looks like everybody's getting away clearly. Mans has managed to squeeze himself up into P1 at the moment, going as they go down into the first corner. Cornish has conceded 2 places. A little tap there with Dangerous Dodo as well, as he managed to get pushed his way down into P5. P4?
Yeah,
P5?
I think Cornish had just a little bit of a hit there with Dangerous Dodo. Nothing too damaging, but they are mostly away clean. Ooh,
Steve has made up an awful amount of ground with Footy taking the inside line there. He could even take the inside line on Cornish. It doesn't look like he's firing up them hard tyres as much as I thought he would do at the start of this race.
Yeah, it's a bit slow.
Footy diving up the inside. However, Cornish is a lot better on the corner exits.
Yeah.
He does get a lot of good traction coming out of these corners. But some absolute fantastic starters. The front 3 have pulled out nearly a second gap already.
Which is a great start for Mans.
Yellow flags in sector 2. It looks like there's been an incident between the back 3 cars there, are very close together, of Tom, V2 and Golf at the back of the grid.
Yeah, 2 Hasses at the back of the grid. That's a sight that we normally see in real life. So
And we do promise
Yeah.
these cars are on equal performance, so there is
Yes,
no,
they are.
as you can see with the Williams in P1.
V2 has gone around. So I think V2 had a spin earlier on the lap. So I have to praise V2 because he's jumped into this game with no traction, no ABS. Never played it before, just straight in. You know, it's pretty solid. But those tyres are going to go off very quick, and I suspect that V2 will be stopping early for hards.
Can I just praise another moment here? Simcade's history. We've just made 1 lap with every car has just made it around the lap.
That's insane.
We have a huge train from what appears to be Footy backwards, and it's just unbelievable to see this.
That's a lot of cars following each other very, very closely.
As Cornish is going to try and go around the outside, but thinks better of it. They are very good friends, our Footy and Cornish, so a lot of respect for each other's driving.
Yeah.
The front three have pulled out a massive gap, 2.5 seconds. This footy is away from the front three pack, with Gibbo just sitting on the tail end of that. A conservative look of Gibbo tonight.
Well, the good thing here, Gibbo is on the hard tyres, so he can go a bit longer as long as he can stay with this pack.
Yep.
He'll be on the faster tyre towards the end of the race, and this could play into his hands quite nicely.
It is absolutely critical that he does not lose too much ground to them two front runners at the moment, though.
Yeah, as Barenko just gets past Rob into the first corner. No, into the final corner, sorry. Barenko back into the top 10.
He is.
I think he must have got a slow start as well.
Is again, but it does look like Rob's trying to come back at him.
Yeah, he definitely had a little look there, but Barenko...
Oh, it's Barenko.
there he goes.
Yes, he has. Made a little bit of desync error there, I think, from Barenko that sort of glitched him to the other side of the track.
Possibly, but oh yeah,
because he's ghosted. Yes, he's left. Yeah,
it's unlucky, but yeah, Rob. I think Rob did well there anyway to get the overtake done.
Yep, definitely. There's yellow flags again. There is V2s around again.
V2. So I think V2's been doing a lot of practicing, but he'll get there.
He's committed. He said to me the other day when we were talking, he's committed to running no traction control. He is 100% committed to nailing it, just like he did in GT. He doesn't want to add assists to make his life harder in the longer run. He wants to try and learn the gap now. Which
is smart thinking. It is smart.
I mean, I don't think I could do that, as Jack and Mantis are very close as well on track.
Yeah, I think this is one of the closest battles on the race.
I don't know. It looks like there might be a swap for the lead here with Dodo and Mans as his yellow flags. V2's gone around again. I think he's just struggling with the curbs here, is what I would suspect. Bit of DRS, ERS action. It does look like Dangerous is going to make the move on Mans. Nice and easy up the inside. He gets to turn in before he even gets time to react there, Mans.
That's good defending there from Dodo. Just put half of his car in front of Mans so he couldn't outbrake into the first corner there. So good defending. DRS not really enough here to get back at him. It
does, when you are moving your car half back in, it does force the person behind to then think about it. They can't make the dive again unless they're going to switch fully across.
Oh, as we have someone around here at turn 4.
It's a light blue car.
Cody's
it's an Alpine. It's Cody. It looks like he just waited for everybody to go past.
Yeah, no. The thing is, that's the AI. So the AI have actually spun.
Oh, okay. And there's a Haas around as well now. It's Golf Maniac, I think, has had a tumble.
Getting stuck in.
However, it was the 3-second time pass there from Mikey. He'd be absolutely punching himself about that. Let's go down further down the grid as the timing sectors does just reset itself. What I would like to say is, again, still from what now appears to be Simi backwards, everybody is within tenths up to Stevie. There's tenths between everybody. August, this group here between August, Stevie and Cornish. Cornish, again, has fallen further down the pack.
Yeah, I think Cornish had a spin there.
Oh.
So that has dropped him right
He's just diving in the pits there from the back, as I can see.
Is he swapping over to a 2-stop? I think that's the right idea. No, I think
Cornish might have had enough.
Mediums.
Just watch this pit stop. I think he might have had enough of them hard tyres already. Has he picked up wing damage maybe as well? He has. He's picked up wing damage as well. He has.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
So mediums all the way. Do we reckon he can do that? That is going to be a long stint on their mediums.
No, I don't think he can do mediums. I don't think he could even do hards.
As it looks like Tom was the other one to pit in that as well. We shall go back to the Jack Mantis Simi fight here. It's very... They're not split. We've got a group here stopped up by Simi, and then we've got another group back with Stevie. That looks like an intense group, all within a second or so of each other.
Yeah, they're very, very close to each other now.
Absolutely fantastic to see this.
Yeah.
Still running a full 20 grid. If we finish on a full 20 grid in our first race, I mean, hats off to every single driver. Hats off from making it into turn 1 in 1 lap, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm very proud of.
It's a solid effort.
Definitely. Well, I could take a breath. Right, should we just, whilst we're here, remind everybody what we're doing and why we're doing it? We are obviously here raising money and awareness for combat stress, as you can see by our wonderful overlay, which is for veterans who are suffering with mental health. We do have a link. I don't know if you're posting it below. There we go. Just giving page. We are dedicated to raising hitting our target and raising above, hopefully, throughout the course of these next 11 weeks. Also, if you would like to get involved with what we're doing, then please do come and join us. I think you're going to have to head over to the website for the Discord. Or is it invite all in the moment?
But if you reach out to us on social media, on Twitter, Simcade, we can get you an invite to the Discord.
Or send us an email.
Or send us an email at contact@simcadeleague.co.uk.
If you are struggling to remember that, then do head over to our website. All the contact links are on the website. Socials are on the website as well.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing the link now. We will try to get the bot working. I was trying it earlier, didn't work. And oh, actually, I didn't even try it when we've been live. Maybe it'll work now that we're live. No, it doesn't want to play ball. It's fine. It doesn't want to talk to us. It's okay.
We don't need it anyway.
Yeah. So that's the website. All the information will be there. You can reach out to us on email or on social medias, and we'll get you hooked into the racing. It's settling in nice now. I think the drivers' tires are starting to... The mediums will be starting to give way a little bit.
Yep.
And the hard runner should be fine for a bit now.
As we've had a disconnection from Robert Knight as well.
Yeah. A few bits of desync.
Can I show us the tyres on the left-hand side? Of course I can, Bashi. Give me 2 seconds. There you go.
We almost had Bashi racing with us tonight. It was going to fill in for Barenko, but Barenko was able to race, and now Barenko's not racing because of desync.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate. But hopefully these issues will get sorted. I gotta say, you know, like, making games is not easy. As Mantis is going to make a move on Simi, and does get past him, so that's Mantis up into 6th place, Simi dropping down to 7th.
Simi looks like he's coming back at him though. He's going to the inside line. He does.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Simi has picked this game up from 2021, where he sort of struggled at the back end of 2021's game. Picked up this game, has been flawless.
Yeah. That's very good driving in the Red Bull.
It is.
He's going to be sitting duck here now, though, and he's going to have Mantis and Jack right behind him. He's got a bad exit out of that corner.
He does.
And yeah.
But is he going to take a leaf out of AJ's book? No. He's not taking a leaf out of AJ's book.
He might lose 2 places here.
No, he's not. He's going to make the switch to try and dive back down the inside. I think that might have been to cover Jack off more than to cover.
I think it was.
Smart driving there from Simi. Very impressive. As he does pick up the DRS there on Mantis as well. So he is going to keep pace with Mantis. But I do believe Mantis, he is on the harder tyres. And like you said, the medium tyres are going to start going off now. And the hards are going to start coming into their own a little bit.
Yeah. I think the mediums we found when I was doing it earlier is round 7 to lap 10.
Yep.
They get a little bit more twitchy, and you just have to be a little bit more careful on the throttle.
There's another spin from V2
flags.
there.
That's V2 around again.
It's just up at turn 3, I believe.
Yeah.
Again,
that's a tricky little corner.
I think it's falling victim. There is a bit of a traction zone there.
Yeah.
As I think Jack has just got past Simi as well.
Yeah, he has. He got that DRS. Robert Knight coming at Barenko now. The battle of the AI.
Is this actually AI or it is? They're both.
Yeah, they're both AI, and they're just going to drive through each other
in true AI form.
Yeah. But Mikey coming up against Cody and AI as well. Unfortunately, these 3 drivers will not be able to score points if they do finish in the top 10.
Yep. So with us running a full grid, we are running full F1 style point system.
No.
No?
No, we have a different point system this season.
Oh.
Which is actually going back to what our old system used to be. Where the top half will score points, and they'll score it from 10 down. So the winner will get 10 points. 10th will get 1 point.
Right, yes, I do remember having this conversation. This is
Yeah.
because the person who's making 25 points each race ended up with nearly triple the amount of points as everybody else
Yeah.
did. Yes, I do remember having this conversation. I was paying attention to that one.
Yeah, so I don't know. It might work, it might not work. We'll see. But hopefully this will mean closer racing throughout the season.
Yep. The battle of the AIs, there is literally, they're in each other.
Yeah. But I'm going to keep track with proper F1 scoring as well.
Just to see, as there's been a move,
Just to see, yeah.
Robert Knight and Jack have switched position.
Simi had a spin. Did he get up on the curbs there at turn 10?
Does look like it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's dropped him down. This is what we were saying, just the tyres going off a little bit. And you just have to break that a little bit earlier. As Rob does pick up a time penalty.
For the corner cut there.
Yeah. It's very easily done.
It's a tricky circuit.
Yeah.
I believe it might be slightly easier in real life than what the game makes it out to be. There is, coming out of turn 3, 2-3, as you're coming into the first windy sector, as we'll just watch Jack. We'll go on board with Jack actually as it takes us, just to show how much you do have to tippy-toe around this sector.
Sorry, just behind him there.
Yep.
Stevie taking the overtake on Rob just behind Jack. And Stevie moves up into 8th place.
So if we were just on board there with Jack, if you're watching the throttle input that Jack is putting into coming out of turns 1 and into turns 2 and 3, you have to be very light. You cannot pick up the throttle as quick as you can, and then when you do, you are going to go around.
It's that little kink at turn 2.
Yep, and there is a slippy traction zone.
Yeah.
Where there used to be a traction zone up at the top of the hill just before you, as you're coming off the back straight, the right-hander, the curb there's really raised, and the cars used to spin. I don't know if they still do actually. Used to try and run as far away from that curb as possible. As there is yellow flag set 3 with August picking up a 3-second time penalty. The only people to do so, however, we only have 4 drivers on penalties with Rob, August, Mikey, and V2. Which, that's another impressive fact, how everybody is managing to keep this within track limits.
Yeah.
And we still have no DNF score, I know. After 11 laps of racing, we are near the halfway line. We still haven't had any DNFs.
No, and Stevie is making
some ground. We're just on board. We are just on
he's
board with Stevie at the moment. Within the next couple of laps, I'd like to predict that he is going to be in with a shout.
He's in DRS anyway, so he'll close up here into turn 1, and he'll get another bit of DRS from turn 3 to 4. If he can keep it controlled, which he does. I always feel that this second little strip gives a lot of DRS advantage. And maybe it's because it is coming off that slow corner too.
Maybe, yeah, because everybody's sort of like you like you say, you have to feather it so delicately, and then you can, as soon as you hit the back end of that, you can just floor it. The main straight is awfully long, as there is some swapping positions at the back between Tom and V2.
There is. Yellow flags were out, but V2 is making ground now. He's in DRS zone. Will he get Tom? He's just a little bit too far back. Little bit of a lock up there. Oh, and he's gone. Yeah, too heavy on the foot.
I think you're just trying too hard to make an impression on Tom.
Yeah.
As we still watch Stevie, who is making more ground on Jack. Jack might be feeling the pressure a bit here. He's not sitting in no man's land, but he's sitting in a position that's quite comfortable for him.
Yeah. Well, Jack 2.5 seconds behind Mantis.
Yep.
Simi's dropped off a little bit. Maybe feeling the pressure on those tyres now. Spin didn't help him.
No, absolutely not. So I'm actually surprised nobody has been lapped here. I think we are going to fall victim to a lap in here. Potentially.
Yeah, even V2 isn't. I suppose the suspensions he's kept going. He hasn't actually pitted yet, so. Someone is in the pit. Rob's in the pit. Where's this going to bring him, mate?
Stevie's very, very close this time around. Might have a move up the back straight.
Oh, Rob's going to come out here just behind Cornish. On those hard tyres, I think that's just a little bit early for the hard tyres, and he might struggle towards the end. But we are going to start seeing a lot of cars coming into the pit soon.
Yeah, it does look like the mediums have run their course.
Yeah.
The only thing I would like to say about Stevie's racing at the moment when it comes to attacking is he doesn't have a great deal of ERS, and there's been a collision at the back.
No, Mantis is around at turn 11. So that's dropped him in behind Stevie. Simi will be able to catch up the back of him here.
Yep.
Yeah, I think just too heavy on the foot coming into turn 13 or turn 11.
Let's see if Stevie can get the move done on Jack here as they come down the main straight. Jack does get a fantastic exit. It's one thing I can say when it comes to his mounting his defense, but that DRS looks like it is very effective down that main straight.
Yeah. Who's that exit in the pit? That's
I think he just runs out of room.
That was close.
So Mans has not really got the battle that he probably wanted to come out in front of.
No, he was probably hoping to come out in front of this battle. Could have maybe went for another lap or so before.
Yeah, because there's a massive gap in between. What, 4th and 5th?
Yeah. I suppose this is the thing when you don't have like race engineers, you know, to like calculate that for you.
Yep.
It's quite difficult to do on the fly. Oh, that was close.
Let's have a look at Futter's ERS. I'm taking requests from the floor. 16% ERS. It looks to me like everybody's really draining the ERS quite heavy here. Golden Flames in the top 10. It looks like the highest person is August with ERS. Oh no, sorry, Mantis. Big shout out to Fenton, top 10 appearance currently. Doing a fantastic job as Footy does dive in the pits, along with Dangerous Dodo. So it looks like this trying to match each other.
I'm still on board with this battle with Stevie. Oh, Stevie pits. Is he going for the undercut?
Where is this going to bring Mans out?
He can't go for the undercut because Jack's on the hard tyres, so...
As Dangerous Dodo does in fact manage to keep ahead of Mans with a 4.7 seconds gap. With Gibbo currently leading the pack.
Yeah, that I think coming out behind that battle really cost Mans there.
Golden Flame is going to win this race. That's what Bashi is predicting.
He's every chance of winning it, like anyone else.
As Golf Maniac and Fenton make their pit stops.
Yeah. That's Cornish as well.
Cornish and Stevie. It looks there's a group of cars here, which is the AI. As Cornish takes the inside line on Stevie as well, though. Nice easy move for Cornish.
Yeah, I suppose Stevie just coming out there on those cold hard tyres, so
V2 picks up a speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, probably didn't realise that you need to brake before the line.
The battle of the AI still continues.
Yeah, that's what it'll be known as. Someone ran wide there, was it? Oh, it's just another AI. They're all over the place. What can Stevie do here? He is closing up on Cornish. Cornish is on 9 old mediums.
Tell you what, I'll give you that stat right there, everybody, so then we can have a look. Tyres, there we go. So the people that haven't picked yet are Jack, Mantis, Gibbo, August, Robert Knight, Barenko. Obviously, it doesn't really matter about Robert Knight or Barenko, or Cody.
Yeah.
Everybody else, Tom has been on the hard tyres for 9 laps. So Cornish has been on the mediums to 9 laps as well. He has managed to make up a bit of ground. But I don't think it's enough ground.
No, as we do have... Oh, Robert Barenko's in now, okay.
Putty is quite close to Mantis here. Again, they're very good friends, so there'll be a lot of respect for each other there.
Yeah.
I'm liking the name change.
The AI all pitting at the same time.
Yeah, they have as well. They've got that strat absolutely nailed it. As a Putty managed to take the inside. Wow, that's running around the outside of a corner you don't want to be on the outside of.
Oh, he's going to get a much better exit though. But Mantis gets the DRS and he's going to come back at him.
Dive up the inside there for Mantis. Again, a lot of respect, some good racing there.
Yeah, that was a good overtake. I think that was well played from Mantis. What tyres are they on? Let me put on the tyres.
Hard tyres, both of them.
Oh, they're both... no, Footy's on fresh hard tyres, so I'm actually surprised that Mantis got a better exit there.
But we do know how durable the hard tyres are.
Well, that's true as well. When are we going to see Mantis come in? Well, let's see, 14 laps. I think he should come in very soon. Stick on the mediums.
This Footy is going to get a DRS assisted overtake on Mantis there into the first corner.
Yeah, instead of fighting with Footy, get in, get on the mediums, and go to the end of the race on those.
Yep.
Because he'll end up getting swallowed up soon by Golden Flame if he keeps fighting. Where would he come out at?
We've hit halfway distance, by the way.
Yeah. Halfway. I think he'll come out behind Simi if he pits now. And there's a nice little gap in behind Simi and Fenton.
So P12 was still time to make up on P8, maybe?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be too much of a bad shout.
Especially as they'll be on the medium tyres and the guys around them will be on hards.
Yeah, it does look like Footy's just pulled out a 1.34 second gap.
Yeah, so it's definitely a quicker tyre.
Mm-hmm.
We're all settled in now. Stevie dropping back from Cornish. Oh, Gibbo's in the pit.
So he is the last of the front runners to pit.
Yeah. There's a nice little gap there behind Jack, which he might come out into. That would be the perfect place to come out into. Maybe even ahead of Jack.
Let's go on board with Jack's in the pits. So
yeah, this has played out perfect for Gibbo.
Fantastic cap for Gibbo there.
Yeah. On the medium as well, he should be able to pull away from Footy. I'm actually surprised Mantis hasn't pitted.
Yep.
But Jack... Where's Jack going to come out? Just behind Stevie. So Stevie gets the jump on Jack.
But what I will say is, over the course of the 10 weeks, these guys will be perfecting their pit strategies and race strategies.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Just need to get into the flow of things again. I know during like off season we have like little races and stuff, but it's not the same as doing a league race.
No, as there is yellow flags up in sector 2.
I think that's V2.
It's V2 again.
Yeah. V2 just struggling. He is on those new hard tyres now.
Yeah.
As he does. Well, he tries to get out of the way, but who is that behind him? I don't know who that was. Was that August? Yeah, I think that was August. August had DRS, and V2 was letting him go. And August was trying to like follow him.
So as we know, that when you do get blue flagged in this game, it is the person who's been blue flagged to get out of the way. Where in a lot of other disciplines, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
But I think that is against the nature of these cars are so fast.
They are. It is a thing that I would like to have in our league, is not to ghost the back runners.
Yep.
You know, and actually make it worthwhile, but I feel some people don't like that, especially in crashes, you know, because people don't ghost it. As we have a Ferrari around. Gibbo
is
has
Gibbo.
spun. And now he's lost the place to Mantis. Mantis will have to pit again. Oh, that's a big slide. Gibbo struggling to get the tyres cooled down again. So he would have lost the place there to Footy as well. That's unfortunate. They're still in the top 5. Still a chance of getting a podium here. It's Dangerous Dodo. Is he increasing that gap or is it lowering? I don't know what it is.
He's managed to pull out a 7.7 second gap to Mans. I don't think Mans is enjoying the tyres that he's been given right now as much as he was the medium tyres.
Yeah. See, I don't mind the hard tyre.
No.
Probably because I use them a lot because I'm always down near the back, so I have to. The only chance of getting back into the race. So I'll probably do a lot of running on them, but yeah, a lot of the front runners like the soft and medium.
Yep.
More than anything. Mantis finally
Mantis
pits.
in the pits. Yep.
He's going to come out behind this big group.
Go on board and see where he does manage to bring himself out. I think he might have found a bit of a nice gap there. Is it Roll? Is it the Battle of the AIs, maybe?
Yeah, as August comes in as well, double stack.
It does look like he's just going to come out in front of the AI, August and Simi group here. He does manage to clear that group. With August, does manage to find a massive gap as well with just in front of Lance.
Yeah. Lance holding on there in 13th.
Again, for a person that's only just picked up this game, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely a good shot. Simi getting himself back in, you know, he's only one place away from a point finish. On Rob, he's only, 3.8 seconds behind. Rob does have a penalty. So, Simi pushes a little bit here. He could take that 10th place off Rob.
Well, isn't that 10th place an AI place, no? Oh no, Rob is actually with us.
Yeah, Rob is racing, yeah.
Yep. So this is fighting for position.
Yeah. I think most of the bots are down the bottom 5 now, aren't they?
Cody, Barenko and Rob, are the 3. With Tom smack bang in the middle of that AI sandwich. Closest battle on track currently is Jack and Stevie.
Yeah, they're still fighting over this 7th place.
Yep. And Cornish, it's a big push from Cornish, managed him to get himself back up into P6 after the unfortunate spin.
Yeah, now will they have to pit again? 15 laps in the medium. I say they're near the end of their life.
Oh, it's V2 again out of the corner, just too much power down. Not liking this track.
Yeah.
I feel his pain. I don't like this track either.
No, it is a difficult track. But it's like, the only reason why we have it on the calendar is because it's normally the start of the season.
Always.
I think this season we'll just skip it and go straight to Australia.
I don't know how much I like Australia either.
I don't mind the new layout of Australia. I think it's very quick now, and
as Rob picks up a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Never seen that one before. Is that one because of V2 who's spun in front of him, who's now behind him?
Oh, yeah, but...
I'd like to say that one would be happy to remove.
Yeah.
Have to see onboard footage if Rob is recording. I know that V2 will be recording, so you'll be able to see what happened.
Yeah. In saying that, you know, the rule is the yellow flag, no overtaking if there's a yellow flag out. So,
but I think the person that was the spinny is V2.
Yeah.
Can't help but overtake a person that spun.
True. It's one of those, is like, until we see what actually happened, it's...
Mikey picks up another 3-second time penalty. The track limits.
I think Mikey's had too much sun over the summer.
He has just been living it up in Portugal. That's
probably more penalties this season already than he had all of last season.
Yep.
So,
Cornish is making some headway on Golden Flame.
I'm overwhelmed at how well he's doing on these mediums. 16 laps.
I shall.
Insane.
I'll let you know. There we go, everybody. 16 laps on their mediums, and he's still pushing.
Yeah.
The penalties
crazy.
that stacked up are Rob with 8 seconds, 3 for August, 3 for Tom, 3 for Mikey, 6 for Mikey, 5 for V2. And everybody has just made one stop.
Which I think this could cost Cornish a lot of places now if he has to pit.
Yes, because he's lost 5 places anyway, because obviously he did start in pole. Biggest winners and losers. People are staying even, actually, with Gibbo, Stevie and Jack all staying even to their qualifying positions. Everybody that was Cornish and below has made up 1 place as well. August making up 8 places, as there you go, Cornish does manage.
Yeah.
I think this is going to bring him out somewhere around Mantis.
Yeah, there's this little group behind Simi.
Simi, yeah.
Yeah.
It might even be in between this, you know. This is going to be close. I'm glad we're on board for this.
This is going to be very close. Or is he up to speed? He's up to speed now.
I think he's just lost out them positions, yeah.
He's just lost out, but this puts him in 11th on soft tyres. And he's got 7 laps to chase down this little group and get back into the points. So
Plus what I'd like to think is fastest lap as well.
Yeah, so definitely a bonus point there.
Yep. Yellow flags. There has been a McLaren
That's
around.
Jack. That is Jack. And he's lost it coming out of turn 7, which is the tricky corner. Oh, be careful.
That's an AI car there. I seem to be
yeah.
having some things with issues with the chat.
Jack is down to 9th with chat.
Yeah, it keeps cutting out.
My chat?
The no, the YouTube
the
chat.
YouTube. Change it to from top chat to live chat. See if that helps. But yeah, Jack has dropped down now to 9th. And he's going to be under pressure here from Cornish on those soft tyres. This is going to be straight. Yeah, purple sectors already for Cornish.
Yep, as we're still on board with the both of them, yep.
And he's going to wait for
that is
DRS.
very close. That might have even been a slight get a move on there, Jack,
Yeah.
from Cornish. Unintentional, of course.
Yeah, I don't think we have much bump drafting in F1.
No, not with how delicate these cars are. As it does look like another car there is Rob.
Is Simi going for it?
Simi.
Simi was trying to go past Jack there as well.
I think he might have got distracted by the yellow flags there.
Oh, he's going to get the move made though.
He is.
Yeah. Oh, good
Simi
solid
there,
move from
fantastic.
Simi. Into the top 10 on those hard tyres. Can he keep that place now though? Because who did we have around there? Was it Golf Maniac? No, that must have been V2. But Fenton has got past Golf Maniac, so they're fighting over a position for 13th.
Yep. So there we go,
Cornish
Cornish.
gets past Rob again.
Yep, we're just
Cornish
on board
is
with that.
on a tear now. Can he make up 7 seconds to Stevie? It's
Before the end
possible.
of the race, it's going to be close.
He's got about, what, 5-6 laps?
Yep. And Gibbo has made up an awful lot of ground on Footy as well. He's only 1.7 seconds away.
It's all coming together now towards the end of this race. Staying on board to this battle with Jack and Simi, two good friends.
Bashi in the chat saying that Golden Flame's going to get P5. What a beast.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the Master and Padawan there. Somebody's very proud of Golden Flame's progress in this race.
Yeah. Jack will have DRS here.
As we'll come back on board with Jack.
There we go.
Somebody in the pits there. There is Stevie's in the
Stevie is
pits.
hidden.
So that does, in fact, help Cornish out.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised Stevie pitted. Is he going for fastest lap? Well, he can't get it unless he's in the top 10. But he can't take it away from someone in the top 10.
I don't think there's anything stopping Cornish's fastest lap.
I don't know. Stevie can be quick when he wants to be.
There is yellow flags in sector 1. It looks like V2 is around.
Yep.
Golf Maniac and Fenton have just switched places though.
Yeah, they're fighting over that position. DRS And Golf Maniac does keep DRS for the next section, but Fenton's going to try set it down. Oh, that's a bit of a late dive. He does straighten him up again. And he does let him go.
And the position back, yep.
Yeah.
That's very honourable there.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is he's going to take another dive up the inside. It runs wide. These two are giving it some...
They're having a nice
racing, yeah. All for P13. No points for P13, of course, but why not brush up on your skills of overtaking? As Fenton does, of course, get the DRS down the back straight. Just not long enough for my liking.
No, it could do with just being a little bit longer.
Yep.
Up this tricky hill. As we got a little battle here going with August, Jack, and Simi, which is quite nice. This is between all three of them.
Battle for P10 as Jack's now trying to take the inside line, thinks better of it. There is a lot more time to gain up in this sector here as V2's around.
And we have another driver off as well. Is that Mantis? Mantis has spun again. And that means Cornish has got past Mantis as well. And here goes Fenton, DRS open. Can he get Golf? Don't think he can. No, it's too far back. I don't know if Golf was draining the ERS going down that street or not. But so get another go now.
It looks to me like Rob has now just dropped slightly off the pace, which is bringing in the likes of Simi. Simi and Jack have just switched positions there. Nice move up the inside from Jack there. Simi obviously doesn't have DRS now and might be sitting duck here with August.
Yeah, he's fine until he gets down to this the main street, but I think he will struggle with no... Well, he might get DRS off Jack, so it might be Jack being the sitting duck.
But everybody is very, very low on ERS.
What's the fuel situation like, I wonder?
I don't know, and it looks like August's going to take an inside line.
Oh, that was great driving from Simi there. Held it around the outside. And yeah, they both get DRS.
So it's a drag down to the first corner. It does look like August is running just a slightly faster setup. Yeah. Plenty of room given there. But Simi again is coming back.
He's got that switchback down to a T. DRS is open again, but he'll not be able to catch August because August has got DRS.
Oh, it's a long way back there. Are we running reduced damage this season?
Yes. Yes, we are. Because there's too many issues with drivers crashing into each other. We might make amends, like halfway through the season or something, but it is unreduced at the minute. I think it makes for better racing anyway.
We're all about the racing here. We don't want to see... We do want to see spectacular crashes, obviously, but we want to see a full 20 car grid finish the race.
Yeah.
It's what we're here for. Bit of action. Gibbo has managed to get it within a second of Footy as well, just whilst we were watching the Jack, Rob, August and Simi fight.
Yeah, that's gone from a 3-way fight now to a 4-way fight. Which is, unfortunately, Simi's going to be losing out here. He is on the hard tyres.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate. But dropping outside the DRS, but you never know what's going to happen up ahead as Jack tries to go on the inside of Rob. Rob closes him off nicely. Rob does have penalties. August has penalties as well, so Simi just needs to stay with this group.
Yep.
And he'll be fine.
I don't think, Core, it explains the no DNFs. I think we've just had some fantastic driving. I don't think we've had many car-on-car incidents. Actually,
I don't think anyone's actually had a crash into the wall.
There is swapping positions there with Jack, August. Yeah, I think nobody's had an issue. Like we were explaining at the beginning, that this track is wide.
Yeah.
Lots of runoff areas. So you're not going to end up with too many incidents.
No, that's good effort there from Jack getting past Rob. And August gets past him as well in the same go.
Puts himself into a solid P8 there. The fight for the last position, points position, is strong.
Yeah, and Simi is right on the back of this again, so he just needs to keep us cool. We will be approaching the final lap very soon.
Oh.
Gibbo Not far away now from Footy, is he?
I think he might just be slightly dropping off. He is on the medium tyres with Footy on the hard tyres. I think that's obviously where he's caught up the ground on him, but taking them life out of them tyres.
Yeah.
In doing so, he does have a nice run up into
If
the
he can
fourth
stay
corner as well.
close, get a bit more DRS down the back street. And what's his ERS like? Has he been saving it?
It's 10%, and Footy's is 41, so Footy has got much more in reserve for the defence.
Yeah.
So yes, don't forget, I've come up with a bit of a thing. I don't know, we'll just do this off the cuff at the moment now. But in the Discord and obviously in the chat now, do get your driver of the day locked in there, and we'll do a little presentation for the next race of the driver of the day.
Yeah. Oh, it's Rob and Simi are swapping positions there. I think Simi got the move made into turn 1, but Rob got him back.
I think Simi just needs to keep his head.
Yeah. I think he could actually grab 9th here.
Yep.
Possibly.
And Jack as well, just keeping his head. Don't get into any silly battles that you don't need to.
Yeah.
HL. Jack will have to get driver of the day for me too. So HL and Core are both voting for Jack.
Is Jack going to try go for a move here?
Let's get on board with him, shall we?
As Dangerous Dodo is going to come across the line. No, wait, no. He's
last lap.
It's the other one. He's the other one.
We haven't spoken much of the top two. They seem to have just walked away with this slightly, leaving the likes of Footy, Gibbo and Golden Flame and Cornish behind them. So we will go on board with Dodo as he does come into the back straight. We'll go on board with him. Watch him around this final time around Bahrain.
Been a solid race. I think he's controlled it. I think Mans did get held up a little bit when he came out of the pits behind someone.
Yep. I just think from after that, I think he's just lost on pace, really.
Yeah. But solid drive from Dodo in the Alpine. Yes, the Alpine.
Cody has put another vote in for Jack as well.
Driver of the day.
Dangerous Dodo just takes the last corner. He is, in fact, going to the checkered flag as the first winner of season 4. Absolutely fantastic there from Dangerous Dodo. Picking up the first win. 12 seconds behind him will be Mans to take up P2 in a Williams. There we go. And then 6 seconds behind that is Footy. Closely followed by Gibbo. There's a bit of weaving there as Footy to say, oh no, Gibbo, you just did not have enough time.
Yeah. A very close battle for the final podium position.
Indeed.
But, yeah, Golden Flame here will bring it home in 5th. No penalties. And,
no, Simi and Rob are still very, very close.
They're not giving up this fight.
No, as the fireworks
Stevie's
are going.
joined them as well. Stevie's right in there.
Stevie has. Stevie could still. Oh, Stevie's just got a bit wide. Saves it from the wall. That could have been a good couple of places for Stevie there, because obviously the time penalty is there.
That could have put Stevie in the top 10. We'll see now. Yeah, as Jack is 8th, August stays 9th.
Simi does pick up the last place there for the points. Fantastic drive there, guys. With Bashi, I believe, saying that his driver of the day is going to go to Golden Flame.
Golden Flame.
Some favouritism going on there.
Stevie finishing 12th. Golf Maniac will bring it home in 13th. And a solid drive from Fenton, bringing it home in 14th. In the Ferrari.
And I believe the only driver to have been lapped was V2. Am I right in saying that?
Possibly. I'm not sure. But V2 was struggling.
Driver of the day. The games driver of the day picked up by August, because obviously that is the person that made the most ground.
Yeah.
There goes Dangerous Dodo, picks up his first podium for Simcade for season 4.
There must have been a few people lapped. Because Fenton finished 14th there, didn't he? And he was the last one to cross the line. So there must have been about 5 or 6 was lapped.
Oh, okay, yeah. So from Robert Knight, so the AI of Robert Knight, Barenko and Cody, Tom, Mikey, and V2 are all lapped.
Yeah.
So we'll just quickly run through. Dangerous Dodo finishing in P1, Mans P2 and Footy P3 with Gibbo, Golden Flame, Cornish, Mantis, Jack, fantastic driver there by Jack, August in P9, Cutters, Simi in 10th, picking up the last points place there with Rob, Stevie, Golf, Fenton, and then we have the AIs of Robert Knight, Barenko, Cody, Tom, Mikey and V2 rounding up the full grid. Fantastic.
That was a good race for the first race of the season.
Indeed. Are we going to speak to the top three, or are we not going to speak to the top three?
What are you like for time?
No, I have plenty of time. I got 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, we can shout at them to jump in.
Yeah.
If I could type. So we'll jump into the podium here. I'll drag you down anyway, AJ.
Thank you. I still don't think we have a overlay that says we're doing interviews, do we?
We'll see. We'll see. Who was the top three? Dangerous Dodo,
Footy and Mans. Well, Mans and Footy.
Oh, there's Dodo. Footy. Mans.
Footy is in driver's brief, so you can drag him up.
Oh, they must not be able to see this. There he is.
Hello.
Hello, Dodo.
Hello. Okay, well, whilst we wait for Mans, we'll get started with Dangerous Dodo. Well, what a fantastic introduction to the Simcade League for yourself. How did you find the track today? And was the pressure of Cornish spinning a bit of a relief for yourself?
To be honest, my qualifying was a bit shocking. I got impeded on my second lap, and my last lap was just terrible, and it was not up to my usual standard. And then I had a rubbish start as well, so it was just an unlucky altercation with Cornish. 3 into 1 doesn't go, and he bottled it. And to be honest, I'm more gutted, if anything, because I was looking forward to the battle we were going to have. But it was a good race from there. Got past Jesus on the third lap, and kind of just got into my rhythm, and yeah, the rest is history, I guess.
You did command the track, obviously with the pit stops. We did think the Mans would be a bit closer. I think he come out in a bit of a pack. So from that, I think you just sort of slightly walked away with the win, really, as easy as pie.
Yeah, it didn't feel that easy though in the car. The last couple of laps always feel like the longest 2 or 3 laps of your life. But yeah, it was a good race.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on your first P1 at Simcade.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right. Mans, not a bad qualifying position from yourself, and the race didn't seem as plain sailing as what you'd hoped, because obviously you sort of lost the gap to Dangerous Dodo, but just take us through that first corner, because it looked hectic.
Yeah, I got a great start, obviously jumping both Dodo and Cornish, and held my first place for 3 laps, and then I just didn't have time to practice this week.
So you were struggling with the practice, which I think a lot of the grid were struggling with getting some practice time in, and it does pay off sometimes. But honestly, to keep the pace in the first 3 laps, the move that you made into turn 1 on the first lap was absolutely outstanding to push yourself up into P1.
Yeah, I kind of squeezed myself between the both cars. I just hoped I would get the space and be able to go for it.
It is just a good job that the top 5 or 6 drivers are very respectable drivers. Well, congratulations on your P2 there, Mans.
Thank you.
And on to Footy, finally, P3. It seemed a bit of a quiet race for yourself. You didn't spin, you didn't get into any instance. It seemed quite nice to see you up in the podiums.
Thank you. Yeah, it was just a chill race. I'll take it. Just an easy drive, Sunday drive. One of those races where just things fell in place. I'm unfortunate to Gibbo, he span because he was on the quicker tyres to me. So I just thought when he came out the pits ahead of me, I just thought, yeah, that's my race done on the podium. But unfortunately, he spanned, so gave me the podium place. So I'll take it.
Is this going to be the one of many returns for Footy? Are we going to see him on the podium more often?
Guaranteed, mate, guaranteed.
Good. It's been absolutely fantastic to see you back up there for season 4. I want to see you here every week.
I mean, I'll try my best, but if my fingers say something else, then we'll see.
Well, thank you very much. Ninja, have you got anything to add for our top 3 there?
No, it was a solid race all around. Very controlled from the start from Dodo. Held on to it quite well. Mans, I do think you got held up a little bit with that coming out of the pit. But it is difficult to manage the math as such, as like how many seconds you need to get clear of someone. I do feel like in another lap you might have actually had the bit extra time and got out in front of them and maybe kept a bit more pressure on Dodo. But a solid race. Congratulations on second. Footy, well done on the podium, mate. But yeah, congratulations, Dodo, on the win. And hopefully we can see you on the top step a few times more throughout the season.
That's the aim.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much to the 3 of you. I'll see you very soon.
Thanks, boys. See you later.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, there we have it, Ninja. The end of race 1.
Yeah, that's. I think that was a good race. I know Power did point out, it's like no DNS, reduced damage, but I do think everyone was quite well behaved tonight. But we'll not know until we get the incident reports in, and then we might have seen or missed something, that did actually happen. But I think it was a good race. There's no safety cars, no even virtual safety cars, so a few yellows just for a few spins. So
I would honestly like to say a massive shout out to every single driver that raced tonight. It's fantastic to see 20 drivers on a track, 20 drivers start and finish with only one major incident in qualifying, which was August. It's brilliant to see. We're 4 seasons into this, and it really does show on how far a lot of the drivers have come, and even the newbies. Yeah, it's fantastic. More to come. We've got 9 more races. That is only one of many. If we can keep this up, we're on for a cracking season.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, just before we do go or anything, make sure to head over to Just Giving, because we are fundraising for combat stress. We're looking to raise the £100 that we try to aim for each charity before we switch out to another one. So if you have any spare change lying around the house, send it into Combat Stress. They do awesome work.
Indeed.
With veterans.
We are a group full of serving personnel, veterans, and supporters of the armed forces.
Yeah.
And if you would like to get involved with what we're doing, when we're doing it, and how we're doing it, do shoot over to our website. Our Discord, unfortunately, is slightly locked down to invites only. So if you do want to get involved and join us, send us an email or a tweet or whatever, and on all the socials, in the chat here. If you do want to get involved, and we can get you racing. If you don't want to race, just join in.
Yeah,
what we're doing.
And also, you can show your support for Simcade when you're out and about by also buying maybe a T-shirt or a mug for your work,
or a beanie. I've seen the beanies; they look pretty cool.
Yeah. So, but that's that'd be good. So, what are we doing for the rest of the week then, AJ? So
tomorrow we have Gran Turismo 7, which is GR4 and GR3s.
Yeah.
The GR4s being the Megane trophies.
Yes.
And the GR3 is a wide selection of GR3 cars. Not quite sure what the circuits are. I'm guessing you'll have the circuits there.
We are at Spa, but we'll also have commentary from Jack.
Both races.
For the Group 3. I think Jack's racing the Meganes.
Okay.
But he will be doing the commentary for the Group 3. So come check that out.
And is it both cars at Spa? Or
yeah, this is the beauty of it. You don't have to practice different tracks each week.
Nice.
So it's just, changing the cars. So.
And we tried to compact our racing elements down to the 3 days.
Yeah.
In a week, and obviously on now Sunday, a bit of a revised date. We've now moved it to every other Sunday, starting from this Sunday. We have ACC on the PC at Zolder.
Yeah, we are at Solder in the GT3 cars.
Cannot wait for
that. Assetto Corsa is a little bit different than, it is more simulator than these arcade style. Not really arcade, but like Simcade style. But I think it's a bit more casual with ACC. We all jump into voice chat. We all have a bit of a chat throughout the race.
Yep.
And but it's good crack. Good crack. That's
The commentary. Well, it's not. The footage will be either my on board or your on board, I believe.
Yeah.
We will probably take it in turns.
I think my computer didn't die the last day, so it should be fine.
Yep. And obviously, like I said, we have Jack's full commentary for the GL3s.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
And then that does wrap up what will be our first week in season 4.
Yeah. So look out throughout the social medias, even on YouTube. Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. We'll get up some highlights throughout the week and of the racing, and also this race will be up as a VOD or whatever they called on YouTube. I don't know what they're called. So you can watch back the full race later on tonight, I'd say.
And then to start off on another week, we then follow up again Monday. I'll be hitting Australia
this weekend.
This week. Next week, sorry.
This week. Yeah.
Then we're off to what's our second race on Thursday? What track we're up to?
Australia.
So we're doing Australia twice, and then starting off on GT7 again.
Yeah.
So yeah, do keep your eyes and ears peeled. Don't forget to follow us as well. Is it follow on here?
Yeah.
Follow, whatever.
Subscribe. I think. Yeah.
Don't
Hit the buttons.
Notifications. Get notifications so you know when we're live as well. I know about that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're very new to YouTube. We will get there eventually. Yeah. Right then. Well, that is absolutely fantastic. We'll end there on what has been a brilliant race around Bahrain. And congratulations to all 20 drivers for finishing and the top 3 as well.
Yeah.
Well then, good night, Ninja. I shall see you again tomorrow.
Yes, good night, AJ, and enjoy the rest of your week.
And yourself. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for everybody who joined us, and we will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.